Again, we gotta start this with rest in peace, Scooter. Rest in peace, young Scooter. We talked about the shorty in the last video that made the fake 911 call. Yo, there's somebody getting beat up. Yo, they getting dragged. They getting brought back outside. You guys ain't moving fast enough. There's a kid involved. She literally just kept elevating the story over and over and over to get finally dispatched to react. Because shorty was on the phone moving mad nonchalant, like she wasn't believing the story. Or something was up. And the rumor around the street is this all happened on young Scooter's birthday, and they were about to throw a party for him at that crib. And shorty wasn't going. Her man might have been at that party. This is all alleged, but her man might have been at that party. We don't know why she was so tight about her boyfriend having a good time over there. Probably scared shorties was gonna be there. To call to 12 and try to end the whole party, and then trying to say you didn't know Scooter was gonna be there. Come on, it all just sounds nuts. That haven't heard the 911 call before we show her mugshot, before we show the update on the news that she was arrested. Let's just show the infamous call. I'm not gonna show the whole call. If you guys want to see that full audio, we made a whole video and we showed the whole 11-minute audio. But on this one, just a quick thing for those that haven't seen it prior, quick recap. If you guys are interested in doing the giveaway in this channel, sub up to the channel. As soon as we hit 10,000 subs, we gonna do that giveaway. All you gotta do is like this video, comment down below, follow me on Instagram. As soon as we hit 10,000 subscribers, I will be naming the winner on my Instagram.
Wait, what happened?
Okay, so I'm a neighborhood watch, and basically like I said, these guys they're in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They holding guns in the air, and then it's like, I'm not sure if they're pimping going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over. If they was fighting over drugs, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. Then they started shooting. She had someone come over there, and they started shooting. The house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing illegal stuff over there, and it's disturbing the area.
How many shots were fired?
I would say 3. It was 3 shots.
When did it happen?
It's happening now. I believe the girl is hurt.
And they're coming from 273 William Knott Drive?
That's not, yes. And the girl is hurt, blood everywhere.
Hear anything else?
Yeah, she's trying to get away, and they're holding her. She's being held hostage. Like, she's trying to... They brought her, the guy that was fighting her, she ran outside naked, and then he was fighting her outside. And then there was another commotion. She tried to get away. He dragged her back in the house. So now they're at the door, literally fighting. She's trying to get out. He's refusing to let her out. And it's like 7 guys in the house.
Obviously, we all find out everything she said was a lie. We end up finding out by the police themselves that they were looking for her. She was wanted. The person that made these calls, made fake claims that end up leading to someone losing their life, which is a big thing, because if you call the police, I believe, and make a fake 911 call, it could be taken as a misdemeanor. But due to the fact that someone lost their life when the cops showed up and everything happened, this could be brought up to a felony. And I saw she could be facing up to 10 years. My God. We also saw that the girl auditioned for Baddies. I was watching Everyday Baddies Africa auditions. The fact that she was on there, and I remember her scene as soon as they showed her, I'm like, wow, I remember Shorty. And I thought Shorty was corny when she did it. Some other girl was interviewing and she just has a hater bone in her, because another girl was interviewing and she's like, she ain't saying and tried to get up and fight her and then lost the fight. It's like she got beat up for what she was gonna do in the future.
Let me tell you something. This is a bad bitch. You doing too much talking. And you not saying nothing. Let me tell you.
You gonna let her just interrupt you like that? We're gonna throw it over to Janisha, see what she got going on. Make sure y'all keep it locked. We're here at the Baddies Africa audition right.
We saw her social media everywhere. She ended up deleting her Instagram, because the first thing I tried to do when all this happened and they released all her social media, I tried to find her on IG to see what the comment section was. Instagram is nowhere to be found due to the fact that she deleted it, deactivated it. Breaking news. Shorty that was making fake claims got arrested. How many times do we see Shorty make fake claims on dudes every single day? Every day. We see dudes making fake claims on dudes. Ain't nothing like we're not gonna talk about that because this ain't the video. That someone's actually being held accountable. I'm so mad that it took young Scooter's death for Shorty to be held accountable for something so corny, but I'm happy that there is charges being brought against her. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know hood niggas love saying I don't wish jail on nobody. Thank God I got a job and I went to college. I wish jail on all you mother breaking the law. All of you mother breaking the law. And doing something like this, I wish they put you under the jail.
Atlanta police have made an arrest in connection with the death of rapper Young Scooter.
Scooter, whose real name is Kenneth Bailey, died Friday night after allegedly running from police. Tonight, police say they arrested the person who made the initial 911 call that brought officers to the home where that chase started. Police say that 31-year-old Demetrius Spence made a false 911 call. She was charged with transmitting a false public alarm and taken to the Fulton County Jail. Atlanta News first obtained audio from that 911 call. You can hear the woman tell police she witnesses a man and a woman fighting.
There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over, if they was fighting over drugs. That's what it sounded like.
Well, also tonight, the medical examiner officially ruled young Scooter's death an accident. According to the autopsy report, Bailey suffered a, quote, penetrating injury of his right thigh that created marked blood loss. It also said Bailey hurt himself on a wooden fence. Police told us Bailey jumped over at least one fence while running from officers that Friday night.
Yo, but how bad is that cut to the leg? That you get cut. See, I thought it was like an internal, like he broke his leg and then the femur bone or something, like cut. No, they're saying he took a cut from the fence. How deep did that fence have to go and cut you for you to bleed out like that? For you to hit a main artery. That part is the only part that just doesn't make sense to me. 31 years old. They must have arrested her at like 5 a.m. 5:36, because I can see her scalp. Not only can I see her scalp, she looks still shocked, like she's still taking eye boogers off as she took her mugshot. This is a nutty picture. Like she don't look 31. She looks 61.
They placed a fake 911 call that ended in the death of Atlanta rapper Young Scooter. Today, the woman charged with making that fake call before the events that led to the rapper's death will go before a judge. 31-year-old Demetrius Spence is currently in custody at the Fulton County Jail, and that is where we find 11 Alive's Karis Belger. Karis, let's talk about what charges is Spence facing?
Well, Spence is charged with transmitting a false public alarm. She's scheduled to have her first appearance at noon today. Police put out a public call earlier this week asking for the voice of the woman who made those 911 calls to be identified. Later, they say Spence was taken into custody. Young Scooter, whose legal name was Kenneth Bailey, died from injuries to his leg, according to the medical examiner. A statement says he, quote, punctured his right thigh, which led to blood loss. Now, police say they were called to a home on William Nye Drive Southeast on March 29th about a dispute and a report of a woman being dragged into a home. The caller, who police say was Demetrius Spence, claimed there were gunshots. Atlanta police say officers knocked on the door of the home and a man opened the door before closing it in their faces. Officers say then two men, including Bailey, left the home and jumped a fence. And officers say they were not able to corroborate the claims made in those 911 calls. Here's a little bit of that audio.
Going on right now. So they threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. They started shooting. The house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing illegal stuff over there.
Now, Atlanta police have released a statement, and they reiterated in that statement that they did not fire their weapons during their interaction with Bailey or any of the others, nor did they use force. Right now, the incident is still under investigation. I'm Karis Belger, 11 Alive News.
All right, Karis, thank you. And if you want to listen to that full 911.
And the cops are saying that they didn't shoot Young Scooter. Could it be possible? Because it's just a cut to me. It just doesn't make no sense. Could it be possible him jumping the fence, maybe his own gun went off and shot himself in the leg? Because we see Young Thug saying the autopsy came back and Streets got shot. So it's just not adding up to me. Also, being in Fulton County Jail after having something to do with Young Scooter's death and snitching and calling the 12. Oh my, that has to be one of the worst human experiences in the United States right now. They beating her like a drum. They must be beating her like Congo. She must be in PC. I don't even think by choice. You gotta put her in protective custody if you want her to even make it to the trial. And knowing that she was at the Baddies audition. Before she was arrested, she did release a live yesterday where she explained why she did it, which we'll add here, but it's just so crazy how this girl is such a manipulator that the story keeps changing over and over and over. She's only said the story a couple times, and in the couple times she said it, the story's been different every single time. Now she said it because she was there getting beat, or she might have left and got beat. Neither here nor there. If you're calling anonymously, why didn't you just say that from the beginning? Yo, I was getting beat there and I had to escape and I'm calling 911. Boom. Why didn't you do that? Why call and say that there's a girl inside the house, all that? Did she not think that they were gonna go? And even if they did search the house and not find this woman, but I'm gonna let you guys hear for yourself the reason on why she did.
There's a reaction for every action. This is part A. You guys didn't have part A. You guys only had part B. And the narrative, it looks like I was trying to set this man up because you guys don't have part B. I'm giving you part B. I'm giving you what led up to the call. I was physically abused, so I called to protect myself. That's the issue. That's part A. I never had any intentions to get anybody hurt. I was the one that was getting hurt, and I came here to say my truth. That's it. That's all. I don't want no clout. I don't want anything. All these troll pages. Y'all don't know me. None of y'all know me at all. At the end of the day, I'm a woman, and I was physically abused multiple times. I'm not looking for any type of clout. I just want to put the truth out. The situation is that I was being beaten by an individual that was connected to the person that I'm not going to say the name. And I was there, and the person was continuously beating me as he's already done this before. And me being a female, I was afraid for my life. So I did what I thought was the best thing to do. I had no intentions that man was there. I never set anybody up. I never had any intentions that man was there. I never knew that man was there. I had no idea of that man's whereabouts.
You had no idea that man was there, but you were there. You were there getting beaten. I'm not saying she's lying, but I'm just saying she took a masterclass in manipulation. She said it 5 times. I'm a female, guys. You have to believe me. I thought everything that a female says, you guys just believe, and if it makes no sense. I'm a female. She said it 5 times. I'm a female. I was scared.
I'm speaking today to clear my name that I had no intentions to set anybody up. I never set anybody up. I was threatened by an individual.
Then she went from she was getting beat at this place to now she's being threatened. Which one is it, shorty? Shorty, which one is it? To me, it sounded like one of Young Scooter's entourage was probably smacking this. Either got over smacking this, didn't call her, been ducking her fade, something. Just salty, and then the placing is called. Now, has he never raised her hand? I don't know. That's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about is Young Scooter losing his life for this woman placing a fake 911 call. Being transferred as well, from her being there to then having to be transferred from a whole nother town when she called the first 911 operator. It's like your story's just not adding up. Neighborhood watch is still crazy. Could you believe this girl placing that fake 911 call is what led to Young Scooter's death? As bad as it is to say that, as much as she's trying to deny it, as much as she's trying to say, oh, I didn't know he was gonna be there, oh, I didn't know nothing was gonna happen, I didn't mean for no one to get hurt. So you called the police and sent him to a house where 7 guys are at, allegedly, with guns, and they're shooting shots and all this, and there's kids involved and naked women. You just thought they're gonna go over there and just have a conversation with them? You made the craziest story up, but then thought no one was gonna get hurt. Come on, shorty. Come on, shorty. How is this even making sense? I just think it's great that she got arrested. Oh my God. Thank God I'm not a street dude, because I've been celebrating that she got arrested. Thank the Lord. You know how many young dudes in this world, black and brown, are in prison right now with fake allegations, or might have even lost their life, false allegations against them, and were never there to prove what the shorty was saying was a lie? Oh, this really gets me tight. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sub to the channel, guys. Comment down below. We will continue updating. Now that she is in custody, what's happening next? I heard she's facing up to 10 years. Is that the truth? We have to wait till she sits with the judge and we finally see the full updates of what will happen. But this should really be a lesson to everyone else. Sit your corny ass down, bro. If a dude cuts you off, it's never that serious. Sub up. Please let me know down below. And if you really are getting hit, there's way better ways to go about it, like calling the police and telling them what's actually going on and not making a false story. Shorty wasn't even good enough actor to make it on baddie. She wasn't even a good enough actor to make the dispatch move fast. Terrible person, terrible actor, terrible baddie. Thank God the show didn't pick you. Fulton County picked you. Let's see what happens in there, man. Sub up. What will happen next?